Would you look at that? Prince Harry's done another interview with Stephen Colbert. Excuse me 1 second. Prince Harry is doing a live stream Q&A for anyone who missed his 2 Oprah interviews, his 6-hour Netflix documentary, and his book Spare. And don't forget about his 6-part Apple TV documentary series, his interviews on ITV and 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper, his 2 Stephen Colbert interviews, the James Corden interview, and that weird Nelson Mandela shit on Netflix. He's grifting his little socks off. I have to say though, this interview was worth watching. So let's get into it, I guess. Oh wait, just one thing before we do. 55% of my viewers still have not subscribed to the channel. What are you doing? Where are you?
Where are you? Where are you?
Do you see my silver plaque here? That's right, I don't have one, because I haven't got 100,000 subscribers yet. Am I not human? Do you have no compassion? On we go.
Harry, what is the best sandwich?
I would say a cheese and ham toastie with Dijon mustard on top.
If there is something more pathetic than Stephen Colbert asking Prince Harry what his favourite sandwich is, it's the reaction of Stephen Colbert's audience to him asking what Prince Harry's favourite sandwich is. A cheese and ham toastie.
And a toasty means grilled? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, toastie is what we call a grilled sandwich in the UK. Then, they're not going to go into... Oh, no.
In a toasty machine, though.
And a toasty machine?
Yeah.
Like a press, like a panini press, that sort of thing?
Stephen Colbert is such a hack. So a toasty machine is like a press for grilled sandwiches? And you guys call diapers nappies, I believe? You crazy Brits.
That's the one, yeah.
That sounds good.
I have to be so careful with these questions because the Americanisms to the Britishisms, it's very different.
Right,
Got me and my wife into a lot of trouble at the beginning of our relationship.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Instagram-loving bitch wife.
The word fanny, word fanny is the one that is actually most upsetting.
Yes, but then there's a fanny pack.
That's American as well, you idiot. We call it a bum bag. God, England is so gay. To all of the American viewers seeing this, you must realise that the snobbery that English people, British people have towards America is learned. We don't have it as kids. As kids, we think America's really, really cool and we all want to be American and everyone on the telly sounds way cooler than us. Listen to how we sing. We sing in an American accent, most of us, except like Morrissey and the Arctic Monkeys and a couple of others. I honestly feel way more embarrassed. If I'm going to America, I'd feel way more embarrassed about saying bum bag. Ooh, do you have any bum bags? I keep my money in a bum bag. And I would about saying fanny pack. I never call a vagina a fanny. That's disgusting. I think the last time I heard someone unironically use that word in England, I must have been in primary school. I'm telling on you, miss, she kicked me in the fanny.
Well, fanny is to us is different than what fanny is to y'all.
I was actually going to talk about basil and basil.
Hilarious.
Oregano and oregano.
Sure. Sidewalk and pavement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was it like horseback?
Vitamin and vitamin.
Yep, horse riding or horseback riding. Where else are you going to ride the horse?
Oh, this guy's almost as funny as Stephen Colbert.
Second question. What's one thing that you own that you should really throw out?
Probably my keys to the front door. Meghan says I won't be needing them anymore.
Ooh. Ripped boxer shorts.
And why do you still have them?
Because I'm...
Meghan hasn't been able to buy me any new ones. She says the shops are all closed because of COVID.
I don't want to let them go.
Colbert's audience are having the time of their life.
Fond memories? Harry, what is the scariest animal?
The scariest animal, to me, is
Laser sharks. Sharks with lasers attached to their heads.
snakes.
Snakes. Did you see any good ones in Africa? Because you go into Africa a few
Yes,
times.
yeah, there's plenty of snakes.
Like mambas or something like that?
I don't like sharks, but at least they're contained to the ocean.
That's what you think, Harry. He'd never sleep again if he saw Sharknado.
Snakes can get anywhere.
They sure can, Harry. They sure can.
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes.
May I ask who?
The England rugby team in 2003 in the Telstra Stadium at the World Cup final.
Did you get it?
After a few drinks, wearing an England rugby top, I was walking around going, Johnny, Mike, Lawrence, come on, sign my shirt. And they're all there standing there naked with their willies hanging out.
They told me everyone had to do it.
But I got all 15 signatures. I was very happy with that.
But at what price, Harry? Probably nothing worse than what Meghan's put you through.
They signed it with pens, yes?
Yes. What are you suggesting, Stephen? That they signed it with semen? How would that work exactly?
What do you think happens when we die?
Let me take a guess. We turn into orbs of perpetual light. Light.
I think we become animals.
I actually think Prince Harry might be right there. He may be reincarnated. I think he'd probably come back as something like a sunfish floating gormlessly around the Atlantic Ocean, searching for privacy, being mauled to death by sharks. Laser sharks!
Like we reincarnate?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have an animal you'd like to come back as?
Probably an elephant.
That's actually very appropriate. The elephant is probably the most conspicuous land mammal after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Favorite action movie?
I've got 3 funny suggestions here. You can vote in the comments for which you think was my funniest answer to what Harry's favourite action movie probably is. The first one, I'm going from weakest to strongest, Rumble in the Bronx, because it reminds him of Meghan's childhood. Speed, because, you know, they say he's a bit... Speed. You know, speed. Right, also very witty and funny. My personal favourite, True Lies.
Yeah, tough questions.
Oh, Gladiator.
That's not an action movie, is it?
Window or aisle?
Cockpit.
Very relatable, because we all have a pilot's license, of course. God, they really applauded that one. They really enjoyed that, the hordes of masked morons that go to watch Stephen Colbert.
Favorite smell?
Favorite smell? My wife.
Least favorite smell?
My brother. It reminds me of the brutal thrashing he gave me as he screamed, "How dare you marry a black woman, Harold?" and dashed me to the ground, and I lay squirming in the splinters of the dog bowl. Oh.
Most used app on your phone?
For me, genuinely, Better Up.
What's Better Up?
Better Up is a coaching platform, which I'm part of.
Okay.
It's the quickest access to mental health coaching.
Oh, is it Batter Up or Better Up?
Better Up.
Better Up, okay.
Batter Up? How would it be called? That'd be a terrible name.
How many of us feel battered?
You only get one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it?
If you hear something late at night, some kind of trouble, some kind of fight.
Love Gets Sweeter Every Day by Finley Quay.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
You need more love in your life.
I can't possibly have more love in my life.
You look angry.
Have you met my wife?
Yes, we met earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was an awkward exchange. Yeah, but the audience are loving it. They're lapping it up again.
I have dinner plans with your wife, actually.
Nothing would make her happier.
You can be.
You know those people in the world who like, oh, they sort of like, oh, I love the royal family. I totally get the market. That's my wife. That's one of the things. Like, I'm like, I got no hostility against you guys. A little. I got no hostility against you guys because you took my family's land back in the days in Ireland. But no big deal. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Doesn't sound like you are. I'm very sorry.
She's such an Anglophile. Such a wild Anglophile. She lived over there. She spent some time at Cambridge. She loves your whole family. Just extraordinary.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. It's the one thing that we disagree about.
And
I'm reading this book going, get him, Harry! I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I don't mean that at all. I don't mean that at all.
That's very awkward. You can almost see the cogs of Stephen Colbert's mind there whirring around because he's sort of going... He's trying to make a joke initially about how he doesn't like the royal family, then kind of realises that Harry doesn't like the royal family, but that's not officially... It's like, what do I say? Am I saying the right thing? Because the joke doesn't really work, does it? I think we were all realising as we were hearing him say, oh, that's the one thing we disagree about. I don't like the royal family. You know, they took my land and everything. It's like Harry's whole shtick is shitting on the royal family. So, and then he's sort of switched at the end. He's like, I'm reading your book going, yeah, get him, Harry. And then he apologises. Oh, God, it was just, ugh.
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
5 separate words or a sentence?
Poor Harry.
Either way, that's interesting. No one's ever asked that before. You could either do it like sort of a pastiche of these 5 words or a meaningful sentence to you.
Yeah. Obviously, no one's ever asked that question before, Stephen. Because why would it be a 5-word sentence? I want a sentence to describe your life, but it has to be 5 words long. Not 6, not 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5 separate words.
That's more than 5, man.
Yeah, Meghan's clearly the brains of the operation, isn't she? I mean, you've got to give her credit where it's due. Meghan is fairly good at coming up with vacuous shit on the spot, but Harry has to actually think about it.
Freedom.
Ah.
Happiness. Clarity.
Wow.
Space. Love.
Incredible. Inspiring.
Congratulations, you are known.
Congratulations, you are known. Couldn't have put it better myself, Stephen. See you in the next one.